So here we are at Cluj Innovation Days 2020. This is a follow-up activity or action that we are putting together for the participants in our conference. I have here today with me Radu Isaia from Dell Technologies. Thank you for being here, Radu, and for taking the time to talk to us. For the beginning, I would like you to tell a few words about yourself and about your role in the organization.
Sure. Andre, thank you very much for inviting me. So my name is Radu Isaia. I'm working for Dell Technologies for 1 year and a few months. I'm responsible for sales of storage platforms and solutions inside Dell Technologies, and I'm covering Romania, Hungary, and Greece as part of my territory.
Okay, so once again, thank you very much. As most of the people who will be receiving this recording know, Cluj Innovation Days this year was fully remote, and we have engaged in many interesting conversations related to the future of work, to digital transformation, and to the resilience of organizations and communities and societies in general. And one of the reasons that I wanted to talk to you, and I prepared a couple of questions here, is to understand the way in which a company like yours has been preparing and has seen all these changes that occurred in a very, very fast pace during the last month. So my first question to you, Radu, is the following. What do you think are the biggest challenges of customers or organizations in their way to transform digitally, both from an organizational point of view or from a business standpoint?
You know, Andre, so as we enter the data era, the combination of these massive amounts of data and the technology innovations provides the opportunity for businesses to transform into disruptive digital powerhouses, you know. So now as businesses rush to transform and capitalize on this opportunity, they realize that there are two major forces that are putting pressure on their IT organizations, and which is hindering their overall digital transformation efforts. Yeah? So we see data on one hand, you know, large amounts of data, all types of data from block file containers and vivals, again, increasing exponentially year over year. That you know, puts pressure on the IT because they need to manage all this data, and also data is no longer confined to data center. Data is created, processed, and stored everywhere, including at the edge. You know, the customer has edge locations, but also in the public cloud. So we see data as one of the major you know, challenges, let's say, for IT organizations. But on the other hand, we have operations. So IT organizations are asked more and more to operate this with the same agility and economics as public clouds, because our customers have tasted from the benefits of public cloud, and you know, they like that, and they want the same for their on-prem infrastructure. So the IT operations team, they must continuously evolve to address the ever-expanding demands of both their data, but also their business owners, you know. So yeah, these are the two forces that we see put pressure on IT today. So it's data and operations.
And this is a huge challenge. On one hand, you have massive data that is being created at an increased pace by more and more organizations, almost independently of the sector in which they are active. And on the other hand, you have this need for being agile, to be always on the top of your things. And how do you see this, especially in IT organizations? How do you see this happening, this conciliation, let's say, this mitigation between the two forces?
Yeah, so you know, we believe there are many ways to address these challenges, and I just want to mention two of those. So from the first of all, you know, the IT infrastructure that is powering that data has to be, you know, simple to deploy, manage, and operate. This is critical because the data is growing and it needs to be, you know, simple to manage. Then the infrastructure needs to be data centric, which means that it has to support all these kinds of data. It has to have the ability to scale both in capacity and performance. Yeah. it has to be also intelligent or even autonomous. So it needs to reduce the manual steps and human errors so that the companies can cope with the large capacities of data. And it also has to be adaptable. So the infrastructure has to be able to adapt to the continuous changings in application and workload. Yeah. And secondly, and this is related to cloud, and this is a major enabler for digital services. In order to deliver digital services powered by data most efficiently, which is key to our customer success, of course, the organizations need to navigate in a multi-cloud world. And why I'm saying that, because their business, their data and applications are not only on-prem in their data center, but they can be in the public cloud or can even be at the edge. So they need to navigate this multi-cloud world. Now, the idea that data centers are going away has proven to be false. Yeah, many customers say that cloud strategies are inclusive or of on-prem data centers, and quite a big percentage have already started repatriating their workloads from the public cloud. And this is not to me to say that public cloud is not working or is bad. It's not like that. But some workloads and the organizations have realized that some workloads are better fitted, on premises rather than in the public cloud. And for this reason, we think organizations must look at the cloud as an operating model rather than a place, a destination of the data. Because if you look at it as a destination and you only think about public cloud, then it means that any workload, any data that is not there, it doesn't get the benefit of the public cloud, which is not true, because you can have all these benefits also on your own premises, building a private cloud and taking a software-defined approach to have all the benefits and the advantages of the public cloud on-prem. Actually, a VMware survey says that 82% of the organization value consistency between their on-prem infrastructure and the public cloud, because this adds value to their workload. Yeah. So if they can have the same tools, the same look and feel on-prem and in the cloud, then it's much better. It's normal for them. Yeah. So bottom line, we say that cloud should not be seen as a destination, but rather as an operating model. And the best approach is not, either public or private, but it's actually both. Yeah, it's what we call hybrid cloud, and it's what's offering this consistency across infrastructure, but also operations between on-prem and cloud. Yeah, and this is what we're doing in partnership with VMware, our strong partner, with regards to our hybrid cloud strategy.
I like that, the hybrid cloud thing. That's very interesting. I couldn't agree more. I think we have to look at a mix of solutions. I'm not a technical guy myself, but I understand all this from a customer point of view. It is very, very good to be able to navigate between, let's say, the public cloud and the private cloud, or the also on-premise capacities, without, let's say, too much effort of adapting my workload for this. And that would be very, very nice indeed to see this happening. My last question for you, Radu. We talk about digital transformation as a journey. What can you tell us about this from Dell Technologies' perspective, obviously?
Yeah, so first of all, we listen carefully to what our customers tell us about their businesses, about their priorities and challenges along the way. Yeah, this is paramount for us. Secondly, we focus on strategic technologies. So we have 6 strategic technologies that we focus on that enable the digital transformation of our customers, no matter the industry they are in. Yeah, and these are the multi-cloud, the edge technologies, 5G, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data management, and security. So these are like 6 strategic technologies that we believe will enable our customers in the digital transformation, and we focus on these technologies. And thirdly, we developed our products and services to respond to these challenges and take our customers further on this journey they have to transform digitally. And some examples, we incorporate latest innovation in our products to make them better performing and more reliable. We use artificial intelligence and machine learning in our systems to automate repetitive tasks and make them autonomous. We have integrated our products into third-party automation systems like Ansible or visualized operations or Kubernetes, again, to reduce the manual tasks and the human errors. We offer analytics tools for our infrastructure solutions to proactively monitor and do a troubleshooting and root cause analysis on the infrastructure and predict the trends. For example, when your capacity going to run out and you need to buy extra capacity. We've built tools for managing the unstructured data across multiple heterogeneous file and object storage systems, or whether they are on-prem or in the cloud, so that the customer can get faster data insights from their data, because this is extremely important. So with all these huge amounts of data, we need to get the insights, the information that is valuable for the business very quickly from that data. And last but not least, we have developed the most comprehensive portfolio of data protection and availability solution to safeguard our customers' data and application, and many more. But we try to focus on the strategic technologies and enable our customers to move forward on the transformation journey.
Security indeed is a key issue, I think, for the future, and every organization should be looking very, very careful at this, especially companies and organizations in Europe, where we know there is let's say more regard towards the ethical use of data and the personal data as well. So any concern that such companies as yours have for this issue is of particular interest for everybody. Okay, Radu, thank you very much for the time that you have spent with us here. This is again part of Cluj Innovation Days 2020, our annual conference. I hope to see you maybe next year in a classical format, offline, if not at least again online. Thank you very much for spending this time with us.
Thank you very much, Andrew, for inviting me. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Cluj Innovation Days 2020 is part of the Future Skills lifelong learning program. The project is co-financed from the European Social Fund through the Human Capital Operational Program 2014-2020.